Swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, Cousins. He'll get this to Eckler. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah. Don't you accept on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
I'm on. Check 4.
Lucky 50. Black.
On play action, Cousins. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. Running on 1st down, Eckler. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Leave it. 48.
I'm letting you know right now, you better break.
This is the 3rd-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Jahan, 180.
Watch the run. Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Austin Eckler, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Yeah. 18 Gator, 53. And we heavy on the edges.
And he's got some space here. Philip Dorsett by himself. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Philip Dorsett, 77 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 27, Cousins. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First down.
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Cousins. He completes it to Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. Cousins now already over 100 yards passing in this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And this is caught by Evans. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Cousins now 8 of 8 throwing the football in this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Pick the edge.
80 weapon.
Now Cousins. He completes it to Evans. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a 1st down.
17 yards. Complete to Mike Evans. That's the
2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Right
there. 56. Here we go.
Hey, 382, last 50. What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kirk Cousins with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. This is the tight end, Fant. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
It's now 2nd and
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Gurley. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Gurley. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, Carolina. Todd Gurley. His 21st touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run here with Eckler. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Play action now. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Darius Leonard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Calais Campbell in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long, being chased out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. That's caught by Penny. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. They go play action. Cousins. He finds his target. It's Evans. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually...
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Darius Leonard make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Good route here.
From the gun, here's Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And how about this? It's complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson complete to Dorsett. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Sponge! No! Okay? Spell! 53's the mark. 53.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go, David Arnold.
Throwing again. Jackson. Forced out to his left. And an alley to run. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 34-yard line.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quitting. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Todd Gurley. Touchdown number 22 on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Cousins now just one misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's first down. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. And that looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Watch that, watch that, watch that.
Topper, topper.
Crunch.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
No, off.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Cousins flush to his right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Here's Eckler, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now Eckler, and he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
A nice run there by Gurley on first down as he'll get about 7 out of it. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, good for the rest.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Carolina. Carlos Hyde, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. The throw over the middle taken in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Gore, a first down and then some. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Frank Gore hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Check. Ready? 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Here we go. Here we go. Watch twitch. Watch it. Match back. Take off.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Oh, good move. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 38-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Stop your whining.
Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Hey, pick it up, defense.
He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Two huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Escaping the pressure, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Calais Campbell, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On first down, it's score. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Keep playing.
Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl.